Hello friends, have you ever thought of using NLP in your business? Today we are starting to attach NLP concepts with business. So today we are going to talk about it's you. It's not anybody else. It's not anything else, but it's you who is there in between money. Money is not the problem, you are the problem. I am talking about all those entrepreneurs who are looking for making more money, more wealth in their life, right? Have you ever thought of why in the life you are feeling broke? Have you ever thought of that? Why you feel stagnant in life? And have you ever give a thought to why you are facing failures? It is because you. It is because you are in between your success. It is because you are in between the wealth coming towards you. And it is because you are in between the progress you are going to make. You are having that potential to make that progress, but you are in between. I would like to share my story over here. Few years back, say approximately 10 years, I wrote a book, and I was thinking that I should sell it for 50 INR, Indian rupees, and I was very happy that yes, I am about to become an author now, and so that journey I was starting. But I was also concerned about few things, like there is a cost of courier, and there is some cost of packaging, etc. So suppose if I will charge 50 rupees, and if somebody from Delhi in India buys it, then the charge will be around 20 rupees. So 30 rupees is approximately my profit. Now what will happen? It's a good profit, that 60% I am making. But the problem is, if somebody from Kashmir, I mean far away place, asking for the book, then it will not be 20 rupees or 15 rupees. It will be much more. And if somebody from nearby place to my location, then it will be much less. So what should I charge for the book? Because 50 rupees is the cost of book to me. If I will charge 20 rupees, then it will be costlier to the person who is nearby me. And if I will charge less, then I have to give from my profit the courier charges which are at far distance. So I was confused at that time. 50 rupees I am okay with, but what to charge? So that took my 5 years. You believe me, that took my 5 years to launch that book. And meanwhile I did so many NLP trainings, business trainings. Actually I did my NLP practitioner 4 times. You might be thinking that why the person is doing NLP practitioner, which is very costly a program, approximately 35,000 to 40,000 per program. But I want to dive deeper. I want to learn NLP thoroughly. So I also did NLP master practitioner also 4 times. And after that I did NLP train the trainer 4 times. So I did 12 NLP official programs, and also I did 2 other trainers program for NLP master practitioner and NLP life coach. So actually I am today with 14 NLP programs and so many business trainings. And few years back I understood one thing very clearly. See, only one idea will give you breakthrough. So what happened, that at that time something happened in my mind and something struck, and what I did was, the book I was trying to sell for mere 50 rupees, now I revised the price and I was selling that book for 5,000 rupees. Can you imagine? That is only actually 40-page book. 40-page book. It was so thin, right? Very thin book. and I was charging 5,000, and I charge 100 rupees extra for courier and all the other expenses. I was mentally very free, and I had that model in my mind. And if you will see on Amazon, on Google Books, you will find that if you write the name Hitesh Parmar there, you will find that my books are there, and that book worth rupees 5,000 is now selling worldwide for last 5 years, and every month I am receiving royalty from Amazon. So that's the power of one thought, right? So basically what I am trying to tell you is, the problem is you are in between your success, because at that time what happened, that I was thinking low. Even I was not convinced to charge higher price for the value I am creating in people's lives, right? So that's the problem. And why this problem happens? See, let me explain this with the concept of NLP called meta programs. So let me just remove the jargons. Meta programs is your subconscious mind programs which are running behind the mind. You don't know what is running inside your mind. You might not be aware of it, but these are the background programs which are always running, always inspiring us, always motivating us, always demotivating us also, always making us to take action, always stopping us to take action. Everything is decided from these meta programs, what we call in Indian culture Prakruti, right? What we call is Pran Jai par Prakruti na jai. So the meta programs are always there with everyone, and there are hundreds of meta programs. At least personally I have more than 200 meta programs identified myself, and I am actually making so many powerful results with help of these meta programs. So basically what happens, that you as a person is specific, special and unique. There is no other person like you. Even if you are twins, your brother or sister is not like you, because you are unique, because you have very different structure of mind, very different structure of all the brain lobes, very different structure of neurons connecting everywhere, very different karmic accounts. Everything is different, and that's why you are the person who is very unique. Now what will happen? Suppose if you like something, this is the problem actually. The problem is, if you like something, you will think that everybody will like this, and those who don't like, you will think why he or she is not liking this. And if you don't like something, you will think that no one will like it. And if somebody like, you will be surprised, oh my god, why that person is liking these things I don't like. So this is the problem, right? So basically what happens here, your meta programs are running in the back of your mind, and based on that you are doing something, you are taking decisions, and you are just creating your life based on this. Now what will happen? Suppose, let me give you an example. Suppose that I am telling that everyone is different, right? Even in India, Vedic culture, if you see that they have given that mala. In mala there are 108 little, just what we call is little spheres, right? So that spheres are tied with a string, and those who are spiritual will move one sphere one by one, little sphere, very small. So that's called mala in Indian tradition, and there are 108 these little spheres. So why this 108? Because there are 108 types of people in this world, and you have to deal with everyone, and you should know how to deal with that person, how to deal with that person. You should know how to deal with anyone. So this is called mala. So basically what happens, suppose you are going for fishing, right? So you want to catch a fish. Now if I will ask you that personally, which food do you like? So you might say I like cake, or I like chocolate. Okay, very good. I also like cake and chocolate. Ice cream also I like. You might also like. I don't know, because everyone is different. This is what I am explaining. But what will happen when you will go to fish? So at the end of hook there is bait, and fish will come towards you for that bait. Remember. Now, will you put ice cream or chocolate or cake at the end of hook as a bait? Definitely not, because you know that fish don't like cake or chocolate. But if you will stick a bug, something living, then what will happen? Fish will definitely come to eat it, and then you can catch that fish. So same way in the world of business, in the world of marketing, in entrepreneurship, what will happen that what you are doing is you have to understand what the fish likes. So here fish is a metaphor for the customer, for the person you are dealing with, the opposite person where you want some results, right? So what will happen here also? Now remember here what will happen, because you see you are dealing with customers. So what will happen now? They are also making the same mistake. They also think that if I like this product, everyone will like it. If I don't like this product, no one will like it. So what happens? You do surveys, you might learn some business training, and you think that let's do survey, and you ask customers. See, that's why I am telling that no business training will work, no book you are going to read will work, unless and until you apply concepts of NLP in your business. Understand this very clearly, because you don't know the psychology of the people. Mere training, mere techniques, mere online techniques, mere website, mere funnels, nothing is going to work. You must understand this. What will happen? Suppose you do survey and you ask people, hey, I am launching this and this XYZ products. What do you think about this product? Are you going to buy this? Now what will happen? Suppose so many people say yes, and you are happy. Wow, 80% response rate. So you might think the people are going to buy, and what you are going to do is you are investing lots of money and your time and other energy and everything there, and after a few months you launch the product, and what you get? Crickets. Zero. No one is going to buy it. Why? There is not a problem in the product. Actually what happens, suppose there are so many, if you search Google, there are so many failed innovations. Say Nikola Tesla, who invented lots of things. Once upon a time he invented thought camera. So he thought that I will picture what the person is thinking, and he was very much hopeful for that. But eventually that product didn't work, and Nikola Tesla was also unhappy. So this is the story behind Nikola Tesla. You just search on Google and you will find it. Also there is something called company called Segway, which is working on mono-wheel vehicles. So they launched a product Segway, and they are very much motivated to launch that product. Even some venture capitalist predicted that this product is going to blast in the market, etc., etc. And they have invested so much money into that product, and when they launched, only 10% people bought it. I think no one was interested. You just also search Google for Segway, Segway, and you will find it. So the problem is, what they did is they believe themselves and they believe in other people, but everyone is unique, everyone is different, and everyone is special. So the target market didn't respond. But at the same time, let me tell you another story. That suppose you do a survey and the people tell you no, we are not interested, or nobody is even bothered to answer your survey, or there are so many negative feedbacks. So what you will do? You might stop producing that product. But let me tell you one thing. Thomas Edison invented bulb, and there are thousands of stories. Every trainer is going to tell you this story, that He had invented 999 times, failed, and then finally he succeeded. So be ready to fail for 999 times. I am not telling same story. This is a very different. So when he invented bulb, when he was successful, what happened? Basically, people were not interested into bulb. Even British Parliament said that this is, this is unworthy of attention of a scientific man. Right? This is unworthy of attention. So they degraded the invention of bulb this much. Same way, if you know Wright brothers who invented airplanes, what happens? A military person also said that a good scientific toy, but it has no military value. And now you know that there is lots of military value of airplanes, isn't it? So friends, remember one thing: what you think, your opinion does not count. Your opinion is your opinion. Even your customer's opinion is their opinion. But really, those who are the buyers, their opinion also doesn't matter. What matters is, are they ready to bring the credit card from the purse and buy your product? Is cash flowing towards you? Are you getting regular cash flow? Then product is working. Whether you love your product or not, that doesn't matter, right? So remember that it's you, not money is the problem, right? So that's all for today. We'll meet later in other series from Breakthrough Business Blueprints with NLP. What we are going to do is we are going to integrate NLP concepts into business, and so that you all can powerfully do your business, make money, make wealth, and become successful. What I would like to give you an exercise over here is you can write in the comment box. Either you can directly write it, or what you can do is you can attach a image file or PDF file, whatever you like. I don't mind anything, but just write down few things after attending this video training. What you learned, what mistakes you also did in your past, right? So that other people also learn from your experience, and what you did to avoid these mistakes, and what are your learnings you are taking forward so that mistakes do not repeat again, right? So write down your insights in the comment box, and you can also write down any question regarding this. I will definitely do my best to answer your questions. And before we will meet into the next video, I would like that you digest this video completely, understand it, question it, give your insights, and discuss on this platform. And we will meet again next time in this Breakthrough Business Blueprints with NLP. Bye for now.